So while we are on the subject of celebrities being exposed and the downfall of the empire of Hollywood and the celebrities, I really want to talk about how collectively a lot of people have been experiencing the same type of warfare, the same type of, attack from certain entities. And you see this a lot collectively, where celebrities are going and enduring the same principle that a lot of us have dealt with, in our own neck of the woods, in our own lives. So it breaks down to how celebrities are human. Celebrities are human too, and they go through things. In the same way that we can have moments where we are in environments where, or in groups of people where you could be the scapegoat. You could be the one that is severely oppressed, the one that is constantly villainized, dehumanized, demonized. And everyone is just constantly looking at you as if you are problematic, as if you are the problem, as if you have done something to hurt others or hurt the collective, or as if you are disrespectful, or if you as if you are ungrateful. It's just all of these things that people have tried to define you as. And remember, no one can ever define you. No one can ever make you feel inferior without your consent. No one can ever define you for behaviors, or try to define you with certain like characteristics and like adjectives that you yourself know is not true. Okay, especially when people tend to gaslight you and you make you seem as if you are a bad person, or paint you out in this picture that's worse than what you actually are. And the issue with that is that the one that is the target of ridicule, the one that is being scapegoated, they are the one that is usually the one that is righteous, the one that is right, the one that isn't doing anything maliciously wrong. A lot of times it's just them reacting to what was done to them. A lot of times it is them knowing that they have faced injustice, them knowing that they are being treated unfairly, and then coming out and speaking about it. Because why should they? Because why should they have to suffer in silence behind closed doors while people are just oppressing them and then causing destruction and chaos in their life, adding stress to their life because of what's going on behind closed doors? And everyone knows what's going on behind closed doors. Everyone like that is involved knows that they are oppressing this person. They know that they are hurting this person. But yet when they come out into the forefront, they come out in public, then it's a totally different story. It's different. It's everyone else that was, ganging up together to scapegoat one person. All of them are in cahoots with each other. And then when you get a group of people that are in cahoots with each other, they will protect each other. They all will collectively be dishonest if it means to protect each other. Because if one person is telling a story, then all of them are going to be, all of them are, how can I say this? I was thinking of telling a story instead of saying lie, but let me just say this. If one person is lying, one person is telling a story, if everybody else is going to collectively support that story, support that lie, then the ones that are supporting this narrative are the ones that are looked at as the right ones, the one that look like they haven't done anything wrong, and the one that they are lying on is the one that looks as if they are the problem. And you see this a lot, like you see this happening with the celebrities of Monique, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels. Also Taraji P. Henson. You see how mainly, no, excuse me, forgive me. Monique. Monique was the one that was the scapegoat in this situation. And she was scapegoated by Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels is the one that was the the director of Precious. and Tyler Perry and Oprah were the co-producers of the movie Precious. So all three of them together put the movie Precious together. They hired Monique to play Precious' mother, and Monique won a Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. But what was happening is that the three of them wanted Monique to do this press conference and she to go around to different countries, to different cities, to just be on different platforms and talk about the movie, but they were not going to compensate her. They wanted her to basically do that for free. And when Monique refused, she's like, if you all want my service, then I need to be compensated for my service. And the three of them didn't want to compensate her, so then they labeled Monique as problematic. That's like, we want you to work for us, but we're not going to pay you. And then Monique's like, well, if y'all ain't gonna pay me, then I'm not gonna do it. And then at that point, they're like they're trying to be unfair to Monique. And then when she wasn't going to allow herself to be taken advantage of, she wasn't going to allow people to walk all over her, she stood her ground, then that's when they wanted to try to paint her out as this bad person. And when you are scapegoated, especially by people that have power and authority, when you're scapegoated, and especially by groups of people, when you're scapegoated, other people can look at you as if you are the problem. Think of how many years people were talking about Monique and how she's problematic and she's hard to work with. She's problematic. She's an issue. She's mean. She's this and she's that. When the whole time that wasn't even like that. And when a person is scapegoated, a lot of times if they were to come out and really express their emotion, a lot of people will think that they are the ones that's the problem because they may look mentally or emotionally unstable when really they're the ones that are being abused and being oppressed. And for years, a narrative can be spun and can be told. And the person that is the scapegoat is the one that is constantly being disrespected. So let alone they're being scapegoated by a group of people. They're being oppressed and abused behind closed doors. So they're already going through that. And then when people are coming out and just retelling this whole narrative, making the scapegoat out to be the villain, now you have other people that don't know the full story. They don't know what happened behind closed doors. They only know what has been told to them. Now you have other people disrespecting the one that is being scapegoated. Other people are joining in. Like everyone's like, no, this person is wrong. This person is the bad guy. Everybody, let's hate them. And then all of a sudden, all people gather together and they start hating one person. They start abusing one person. They start disrespecting one person. So you realize how the person that's being scapegoated is continuously being oppressed, is continuing to be abused, is continuing to be disrespected, is continuing to be hurt. And then when scapegoats come out and speak their truth, and everyone looks at them like, why can't you let it go? Why can't you do this? Why did it happen to us in the first place? So it's okay for you all to spread your lies and tell your narrative, but it's not okay for me to come out and tell the truth? And a lot of us and listen, for so many years, people disrespected Monique. They disrespected her and looked at her in such a negative light. And now that she's coming out with her truth, now people are respecting her more. Now people are realizing that people owe Monique an apology. They realize she's owed an apology for she deserves an apology. She's worthy of an apology because of all she has endured, all she has went through. Same with you. For a while, people just constantly kept disrespecting you, constantly kept believing all of these lies that were told about you, constantly kept oppressing you. And other people were just jumping on the bandwagon and hurting you and disrespecting you and looking at you in a negative light when they didn't even know the full story. They were just followers. And then now that the truth is coming out to the light, people are realizing, the people that was scapegoating you, they're realizing that those people are really the problem. Those people are really the corrupt ones. Those people are the ones that are the real villains in the situation. So now they're seeing them differently and they're like, wow, wait a minute. We were supporting the wrong group. We were supporting the wrong people, supporting the wrong person. And then you have those that are the scapegoated ones. Now people are looking at the scapegoat and they have much more respect for them. They know that there's too much damage that has already been done and nothing can really do to rectify the situation. But it's like moving forward, I now have respect for you. I can't change what I said or did in the past or how I came against you. But moving forward, I respect you. Hopefully they give you the apology, or even if they don't say I'm sorry, they feel that remorse and that guilt. Collectively, the scapegoats are rising up. rising up to power, the truth is coming out. All is revealed.